I remember it was a plain t-shirt with 4 words on it that said, love is the answer. So I just switched to a G and I went, 'cause you see love is the answer to all we need, all we need. My first song, Love is the Answer, inspired by the Jamaican spirit. The birth of the song. The story behind my first song begins just weeks before I would step foot on Jamaican soil for the very first time. Not in a studio, not on stage, but on a quiet beach in Costa Rica. I met a woman from the States. We started talking as we walked the shoreline. She told me about a Christian musical she was writing and introduced me to a few of her songs. One line echoed deep in my spirit: faith, hope, and love. The greatest gift is love. And that simple phrase planted a seed. And something about that moment felt bigger than a coincidence. I felt it in my bones, so I followed my intuition. I took this random meeting as a sign to fly to Jamaica and rekindle my spark. I booked my flight, and there I was. No plan, no map, just trust. And when I landed in Jamaica, it felt like stepping into a dream, with a deep knowing that this is exactly where I'm supposed to be right now. My first stop, Trenchtown, the heartbeat of reggae. I spent my first week here. I stayed at Miss Sophie's guest house, first street, first house, wall to wall with culture yard, which was the perfect introduction to Jamaica, a place I highly recommend to anyone visiting Kingston. I was blessed to be surrounded by people who took me in as family and gave me the real Trenchtown experience. They immediately realized that I wasn't there as a tourist, but as a fellow being with a calling. I wasn't just another visitor. I was on a mission. One led by music, soul, and spirit. They showed me around the whole area, and it just hits different now when I hear Bob say, "In a government yard in Trenchtown." Big up to Miss Sophie, Orain, Cash, Mr. Stoneman, Ziggy Soul, may his soul rest in peace, and all the beautiful people of Trenchtown that greeted me with love and respect. I will forever remember Trenchtown and the vibe of the people with humbleness in my heart. I even had the honor of creating music with Ziggy Soul inside the old Whaler studio at Culture Yard. That space holds echoes of legends, and now a piece of my journey too. After a powerful week, I traveled to St. Elizabeth for the first time. Surrounded by nature, stillness, and spirit, my first song was born in Treasure Beach. Love is the answer. For over a year, I had been searching for a guitarist. Ever since I left Sweden, I knew I had to sing again, because that's where my spark lived. But no one showed up, until one day, a friend simply handed me a guitar. So I never really played the guitar, but I remembered a few chords from 3rd grade in music class. And I just started touching the guitar, placed my finger on a D, and I remember the words of the lady in Costa Rica when she said, "Faith, hope, and love, the greatest gift is love, the gift is love," right? And I just added a few of my favorite words, and I went, "Oh, I said peace, light, and love. It all comes out of love. All we need is love." And then I just glanced down at my t-shirt. I remember it was a plain t-shirt with 4 words on it that said, "Love is the answer." So I just switched to a G and I went, "'Cause you see love is the answer to all we need, all we need. Yeah, you see love is the answer to all we need, all we need." I said peace, light, and love. See, it all comes out of love. All we need is love. All we need is love. Oh, I said faith, hope, and love. The greatest gift is love. All we need is love. All we need is love. And just like that, the chorus was born. The intention behind the song. With a background in developmental psychology, I always pay attention to the power of words and the frequency they carry. I try to focus on using positive psychology to actively create the reality I want to see, so I've applied this rule I call the 1% and 99% rule, where we spend 1% of our attention and energy on identifying the problem or situation. Because we are not blind or naive, we acknowledge its existence and then we consciously shift focus to how we can uplift the situation in a positive direction. So we put 99% of our attention and energy on creating the solution, because where attention goes, energy flows. And music is pure energy. You see, my time in Jamaica cracked something open in me. It's beauty, it's truth, it's history of resilience, still echoing from the days of slavery, still pulsing through the reggae music, still calling us all to wake up. You know, when I wrote this song, I didn't have a plan. It just came through me, from a deeper place. Right in the heart of Jamaica, where the vibration is alive and the spirit runs deep. Looking out at the sea, I kept hearing the words of Marcus Garvey through Bob Marley's voice. Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Ooh. And that's what this song is about. Not just love as a feeling, but love as a liberation, love as frequency, love as the most powerful form of creation. And I thought, what does true freedom look like? How do we build it? Not just outside, but inside. Well, to me, freedom is being able to feel, think, and speak your truth. To design your reality with intention. Being conscious about the power we have to create our realities with the thoughts we think and the words we speak. I asked myself, what kind of future do we want to create? What words do we want our children to grow up hearing and speaking into reality? What frequency do we want to pass on? And then the second verse came like a declaration. A vision of resilience and forward movement. Inspired by both the Jamaican history and my Kurdish roots. And I'll stand tall through the rise and the falls, and I will succeed, be who I'm meant to be, 'cause you see, love is the answer to all we need, all we need. Yeah, you see, love is the answer to all we need, all we need. I said peace like love, see it all comes out of love. All we need is love, all we need is love. Oh, I said faith, hope and love, the greatest gift is love. All we need is love, all we need is love. All we need is love, yeah. I was imagining myself playing it and teaching it out in the schools, in the Jamaican communities, and rewrite the mental narrative, to replace limitation with liberation, to guide young people to remember how powerful they truly are, and that they have the power to create their own realities. It's very important to know where you're coming from, and it's also very important to know that you have the power to create where you're going. We create it with our thoughts, we create it with our words, we create it with our vibration. And this island has a vibe I've never felt anywhere. There is soul here. Even the funerals are vibing. Now there is beauty in that. That's why this song had to be born in Jamaica, where the frequency is in perfect alignment with it. So yeah, this song isn't just mine. It's for the next generation. It's for the ones remembering who they came here to be. It's a seed, planted in the soil of Jamaica, watered by love and ready to grow. And the dream is to record it in Jamaica. Now this song hasn't been recorded yet, but I know exactly where it belongs. In the heart of Jamaica, the land that birthed the vibration. My dream is to bring it to life reggae style, with soul, with roots, with real intention. So I'm looking for a producer, someone who feels it, someone who lives this message and vibe, someone who wants to co-create something that's more than just a melody. So if that's you, please do reach out. Because this song isn't just mine, it's for all of us. It's for the youth, it's for the future, our future. And for a world we consciously create together when we lead with love. Thank you for listening to my story. Now let's bring this song to life together. Until next time, thank you for watching. And as always, with sprinkles of light.